Welcome to Nerd on Nerd with me, Jack Kempster.
And me, Liam Underwood.
Alright, Liam?
Yeah, how's it going?
I'm good.
This is our first episode of 2016.
How exciting.
How did 2015 treat you?
Terrible.
Save
terrible
it. I
year.
tell you what, let's discuss that with catching up with Jack and Liam. My favourite part of the show.
You're going to say that every week.
Might do.
Cool.
Alright, so, how was your 2015? If you could sum it up with one word, what word would it be?
Fantastic.
That's quite optimistic. I'm surprised.
Whoa, why? Why are you surprised?
I wouldn't say you're the most optimistic person I know.
Hey, that's not optimism. Optimism is looking forward to and like building it up there. So I'm looking back, I'm like, yeah, great.
What word is that then?
I don't know.
But yeah, so 2015. Let's just take a moment, shall we, and wistfully look back on the year that was.
Yeah, let's do it.
So what was your Nerd on Nerd highlight for 2015?
My highlight was probably the beep episode where you randomly decided to start beeping for edit points.
It helped.
Did it?
Yeah, it made my editing a lot smoother.
I can't help but notice you haven't done it since.
It didn't help that much. I think it would have helped more if every time I'd done it, you didn't giggle.
I don't know if it was a giggle. I think it might have been an outright laugh.
Yeah, it just... Whereas normally, a little beep, that makes the edit point quite nice. Cut that out. Lovely. But when you've got a beep and then a load of chuckling, it suddenly makes the editing a little bit harder.
Well, to be fair, you gave me no warning that you were going to beep.
I didn't realise I needed to warn you that I was about to beep.
What, you were randomly going to start beeping?
I didn't think that would be an issue.
Right. Well, it was. What was your highlight?
I'm going to be honest, it was the conversation we had where you discussed the men that you would most like to make love to.
So you're doing that thing where you change what I say and make it sound a lot worse than it was?
No, you were talking about, so you were saying that if
You were saying
if you were to make love to a man, it would probably be Hugh Jackman or Russell Crowe.
That was after you had had a discussion about who you would have sex with, and then you forced me into an answer, if I recall correctly.
I do. I mean, we all have our own recollections.
Yeah, but this one we can prove because we have it recorded.
Yeah, I'm just saying, for me, hearing you talk about the men you would sleep with was my highlight of 2015 Nerd on Nerd.
It's a terrible highlight.
No, I think it's a moment that really encapsulates everything that this show is about.
Oh, good. So, other than the podcast, Liam, what were your other best of 2015s? Like, what was your favourite film?
Wow, it was a good year for film, wasn't it?
Yeah, we've had some pretty decent ones.
Yeah, so far. Now, I need to preface this by saying there's a lot of 2015 releases that I haven't yet seen.
Yeah.
But, so far, my favourite film from 2015 is probably Star Wars.
Oh my goodness, what a surprise. I can't believe that. I've heard it's been doing terribly at the box office.
It's actually been doing quite well, you know?
It beat Titanic.
Yeah.
It still hasn't beaten Avatar.
Yeah, but, I mean, Avatar had the 3D sales to boost up the prices a bit, didn't it?
Yeah, that was slightly strange.
Not a great movie, Avatar.
No, not at all. Whereas Star Wars, pretty great movie.
What was your favourite film of 2015 then?
Shock and awe, Liam. Mine was also Star Wars.
Right, so, should we now nicely segue into Jack and Liam saw a film at the cinema, and this is their spoiler-free review of the film that they saw at the cinema. Do you want to let me finish first?
You dragged that out way too much.
Oh, I don't know what you want about.
I'm sure I'm concise, I get to the point.
It's simple.
Let's do this.
Alright, so, my spoiler-free review, I liked it, I thought it was good.
I love our spoiler-free reviews, they're so good. Yeah, Star Wars, really good. Go see it if you haven't.
So yeah, I think, you know, there may still be 8 or so people in the world that haven't seen Star Wars, but for all we know, that could be our 8 listeners. So, let's stop it there.
Not to spoil it.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil it for anyone. So, back to your best of 2015.
Yep.
What was your fave computer game?
My fave computer game, Liam, this year has been Fallout 4 because it's incredible.
Good reason.
Yeah, that is what makes it the top of the list.
It's a long-ass game, though.
It is a long-ass game, that's true. And I haven't even finished the game, so I guess in a way you could fault me for that and say, well, how can it be a favourite if you haven't done it? But there's something about a game where you can just go in and, like, I've not even been trying to finish the main quest particularly. I'm just doing what I want to do.
Well, that's the best way to play it, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's what they wanted people to do. Go and explore and find all the cool stuff.
It hasn't. I haven't really gone back to it after my first. I spent about a weekend where I played it, and that was it.
Yeah. Well, you're a completionist with games.
Sometimes.
You like getting all the trophies.
Sometimes.
I know someone that's gone through and got all the trophies, which is terrifying. I would never do that.
I don't think it's an impossible thing to do with Fallout 4, is it?
It's not. But then the thing with that is, with a game that's like a story and you're creating a character and following the story, if you have to then go back, load a save, and do a different part of the story, I find that odd.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying, but that's coming from a very much you're getting a bit too invested in it then. That's like trying to step back from the fact that it is just a game.
No, that I play it for the story?
Yeah.
Well, no, it's the same thing as watching a film.
Yeah. No. I get what you're saying.
If they had achievements at films, and they were like, you get one for sitting all the way through and watching after the credits, and you get one for leaving in the middle because you didn't enjoy it, you wouldn't go and see a film twice and go, cool, I got both achievements.
I don't know if it's quite the same, but...
It's not. It's completely different, Liam. It was a really bad metaphor, but
yeah.
I'm using it.
Okay, fair enough. My favourite game of 2015, because I've dabbled with these long games like The Witcher 3 and Fallout 4, and I'm sorry, I'm a busy guy. I don't have 100 spare hours to sink into these games.
Alright, fair enough.
So I kind of prefer games that you can pick up, play a bit, and put back down. So my favourite game is Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection.
See, I find it ironic that you say I don't have enough time to play these long games, and then your top game is 3 games, all remastered onto a new console, and I believe quite long.
Good value for money. And,
yeah, it is.
I hadn't played them before. So
no, I've only played part of the third one.
Yeah, I haven't played any of them. So far, I'm going to be honest. You know how you were saying you haven't finished Fallout yet?
Yeah.
I have only played the first Uncharted game from the collection.
Mm-hmm. Is it any good?
Yeah, it's not bad, obviously. Otherwise, it wouldn't have made my favourites.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah, it was completely fun. Completed it. Looking forward to doing the second and completing that, and then doing the third.
I just find it weird that you made such a big deal out of games that are too long and you don't have enough spare time, and then you said that 3 games were your top game.
Honestly, it probably took me maybe 10, possibly 12 hours to complete the first game.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah. That's fine.
They don't stay the same.
But here's the other thing, yeah? It's a pick up and play game. I can play a little bit, complete a level, stop.
Yeah, I guess.
It's easy to jump in and out of. I don't have to get bogged down in these imaginary politics and factions and a buttload of backstory and just
oh man,
crap
I really
don't
hope the third game has loads of factions in it and you have to get the stories of all of them.
I might cry. And I also might have to seriously rethink my favourite game of the year.
Yeah, we'll do a catch-up episode when you finish all 3 games.
Yeah. But the other thing is, I find I don't make a lot of time for games. Like, I go through phases. Sometimes I'll be all about the PlayStation and you can barely drag me off. And then other times, I've got other things to be doing. I've got a life to live.
Yeah. Well, you do watch a lot of movies as well.
Yeah.
So I imagine, if you weren't watching movies, because I don't watch very many movies except when I go to the cinema, so I have more time for games. I think we do opposite on those things.
Probably. And then you also make time for reading, and I just rarely
I don't
can be
make
bothered.
time for reading, Liam. I just read when I'm on the toilet. Sorted.
How long do you spend doing that?
About an hour.
Is that normal?
Oh, no.
Is it like you do your business and then you just sit there for like another 45 minutes?
Sometimes. If I get really into a book and I'm sitting there reading and I'm like, oh, I want to find out what happens next, you just stay sitting.
But have you ever got it where your legs have gone a bit numb?
Oh yeah, constantly.
Yeah.
It's probably not very healthy.
It's not, and you share a flat with other people as well, don't you? So that must be...
we got 2 separate bathrooms and they all use the other one.
Oh, okay. Are they like that's Jack's special reading place? We can't go in there.
It didn't used to be, and then with the new roommate, they both use the other one, so it's sort of become my one, I guess.
So you used to think I was weird for reading in the bath.
Reading in the bath is weird.
I would like to ask our listeners what's weirder, because don't get me wrong, I will read when I'm going potty, but I've got a stack of magazines that I can flick through, so I can read short little articles. Once my business is done, I'm done.
I was over-exaggerating the time.
I don't think you were.
It's about 45 minutes.
That's still too long.
Yeah, it might be. Let us know, listeners.
Yeah. How long does it take you to do number 2s?
Carrying on.
Yeah, favourite TV show of 2015.
Mine was Game of Thrones.
Solid choice, can't argue with it.
Really good series this year. I mean, I say that as if any of the series have been bad, which they haven't. They've all been really good.
The thing is, it was very good, but I think I slightly preferred the year before.
Yeah.
Well, the
What
year
happened
before.
in the year before.
That's when you had the Mountain versus the Viper fight.
Okay, yeah. That series was really good.
I think that's possibly my favourite scene from a show that has quite a lot of damn good scenes in it.
Yeah, that was a really surprising. Oh, I guess not. Maybe not surprising because by that point we've established that they're not going to do what we expect them to do.
Yeah.
But still, yeah, that was incredible watching that. What was your favourite TV show?
Well, they've only aired half of it so far, but the first half of this season of The Walking Dead, it's been pretty damn good.
Yeah, I haven't watched any of this series.
You're missing out. Now, I'm normally incredibly critical of The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Because I love the comics. They're probably my favourite series of comics I've ever read.
You buy every volume that comes out.
Yeah, and the thing is, when the TV show isn't very good, it frustrates me because I know that they've got good material that they could be drawing from.
Yeah, they could be doing a good job.
And that's what they've done this season.
Oh, okay.
The season, I think, has probably... They've deviated a little bit, so there's still some surprises along the way, but there's also been quite a lot where they've taken it from the source.
Oh, okay.
And there was a big mystery as well. Again, we're not going to go into spoilers on this show.
Please don't.
But there was a big mystery, and it was fun watching it on a week-by-week basis and just kind of getting swept along with that mystery, not knowing what would happen next.
Yeah, were you doing the sort of like trying to solve it yourself sort of thing?
I wasn't sort of, going back and watching it frame by frame, getting into it that much, but I also wasn't trying to read online, what happens next. It was fun not knowing.
That's fair enough.
But I think overall, 2015, not a bad year.
Good year, good job 2015.
Yeah, especially for, films, TVs, games. Pretty good. Pretty good. Well done.
Are you It sounded like you were congratulating me.
Not you.
I mean, no, if you want to congratulate me on 2015, that's fine. I'll take it.
What did you do in 2015 that warrants congratulations?
Well, I was there. I'm part of it. I was part of 2015.
When historians write about 2015, are they going to mention you?
Yeah, they'll say Jack Kempster co-founded Nerd on Nerd podcast, which went on to become the only podcast on the internet because of how good it was.
Fair point. Can't argue with that.
Exactly.
But let's take a moment, if we may, and let's look forward with hope, maybe eager anticipation, to 2016. What? Why?
Yeah? Do you want to... Yeah, let's talk about 2016, Liam.
Yeah, why not? Why shouldn't we?
Why do you get all zen and philosophical when you start talking about these things?
Why not?
It's just odd.
I think the problem is you live in London, right? So you're so in the rat race, you're constantly running around in your little wheel that you struggle to just take time, relax, chill.
Whereas you living in the countryside, you're going out and experiencing the world, and you sort of one with nature.
Yeah, I'm picking blackberries and eating them and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wander into the forest and a lone deer comes up to you and nuzzles against your hand.
Yeah, exactly. And then we share a tender moment. It looks at me, I look at it. We understand that together in this world we're sort of one, but we're also not. And then it goes off in its own way, and I go back to my house to watch more movies.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. So, 2016.
Yeah, let's stop talking about nature. Let's talk about films, games, and TV shows.
And also, the Nerd on Nerd podcast. What are you looking forward to in 2016 with the podcast?
I'm looking forward to it carrying on.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I guess that's sort of up to us.
Oh, well, sort of up to whoever edits it, really, I think.
That's true.
That's the big crux of it.
And massive thanks to our editor, Brian. He's so good.
Honestly, I don't know how he makes us sound so good.
He's a genius.
You particularly, he's got his work cut out with.
Well, it's something to do with my recording equipment, isn't it, Liam? I'm too quiet.
Well, it's something along those lines.
What are you looking forward to about the podcast, Liam?
I'm just looking forward to us getting more listeners, to be honest. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's great that we've got 5, and I'm super appreciative to those 5 people if and when they listen. But wouldn't it be nice to have another 5?
I think that's the wrong attitude, Liam, because I'm happy with all our listeners. You singling out the new listeners. Oh, I'm happy with our 5, but I want more. I'm happy with all of them. The ones that listen and leave, that's fine. Go with the flow, man. Whereas you, Mr. Negative, you're always trying to like turn on the listeners.
No,
And there's me trying to protect them. I
Please.
just don't understand.
I love the listeners, okay? The listeners are what get me up in the morning. But it would just be nice if they came back.
Well, I think me and the listeners, we've all figured out by now, we know that you're a dick. And that's the core principle of it all.
Well, I mean, is that why they're leaving?
What film are you looking forward to, Liam?
Batman versus Superman?
Yeah, we've both spoken about it on the podcast.
At length.
You know my opinion.
You know my opinion, yeah. We don't need to go into it again. I'm just super amped for it.
You are. And, I'm starting to get there, maybe. I think when it gets closer, it might do a Star Wars on me, and I'll be like, oh, I do have to go see it.
I think what will happen is I've had to put up, before you go a little bitching and negativity, and then it's going to come along, it's going to be fantastic, like I've predicted, and then you're going to be like, oh, I better jump on that bandwagon, because it was really good, wasn't it?
I don't
and
jump
I was
on
wrong.
bandwagons.
I was wrong, Liam. You was right once more. Forgive me.
Well, I guess we'll see. We should set up a bet.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like, if it's bad, I have to do something, and if it's good, you have to do something.
Shouldn't it be the other way round?
Yeah. I just had a little bit of a moment there.
Yeah, you had something there. I don't know if it was a moment or maybe a stroke.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Maybe we shouldn't do a bet, because the concept of a bet seems to be too much for you to handle.
Totally broke me. I shouldn't have suggested it.
It was a terrible idea.
Sorry about that, buddy.
That's fine. So yeah, what film are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to Suicide Squad.
Oh, another DC movie.
So, another DC movie. Just, I think that one could be good.
I really hope it is, to be honest.
See, that's the thing. I think with that, I haven't got the letdown for me of the film before, because it's a new thing.
Yeah.
So I can look forward to it and not be like, oh, are they going to do similar things and all that. I can just look forward to it.
I agree. I'm also looking forward to it, but my only concern is not only do they have a movie to tell, but there's also a lot of backstory to try and squeeze in there as well.
Yeah, I guess so. But then are they going to deal with some of that in other DC films leading up to it, or?
I think the only film coming out before it is Bats vs Supes.
Yeah, so they might have a scene in that where Superman goes, you know what, Batman, you did a really good job getting all your villains put in jail. And then Batman goes, yeah, Superman, I did. You did a good job too, getting some of yours thrown in there too. Let's hope they don't team up.
If they do that, I don't know if that's either the most genius bit of script writing ever or the worst.
I think it might be the best, Liam, because I came up with it.
Maybe. So what game are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to the one that I've been looking forward to for 2 years now, has it been in the pipeline? No Man's Sky.
I'm aware of it.
Since they announced it and showed the video and were like, this is what we're doing, I've been looking forward to it. Just exploring a universe that's supposedly, apparently it's impossible to cross. If in a ship, it would be impossible to cross it in a lifetime. It's some ridiculous number of years. I'm assuming there'll be a fast travel system or something that, gets rid of that problem. But the idea of it is incredible.
May I refer you back to my issue with games?
Yeah, but this one I think is a pick up and play game.
Not if it's going to take me an entire lifetime to just get across the bloody map.
No, but that's not the... No, because it's a universe, right?
Right.
So from the sounds of it, you're going to be in your spaceship, you're going to be flying around, you'll be doing whatever, fighting some pirates, doing some exploration, and then you'll be like, oh, what's that little planet over there? You'll go over to a planet, and then you'll get a little notification that says, you discovered this planet. And then anyone that goes there after that will see your name on it. That's kind of cool.
You're not selling it to me.
Why?
I don't feel the need to have validation like that. I'm like, if I went to the planet and then I don't know, did something amazing on the planet, like I single-handedly wiped out all of its nature, then sure, Liam the Conqueror was here.
Your idea of amazing is slightly terrifying. If I was a hero and just wiped out a planet...
Yeah, and then we had a little sign, Liam was here, beware.
Well, it might have that. I don't think it's going to have that, Liam.
No, I just, just because I happen to stumble across a planet don't mean I should get naming rights on it.
I mean, that is exactly how stuff works.
Yeah.
The person that discovers something names it.
Oh, in our world, where doing that sort of thing's difficult, but in a computer game, I'll just do it by accident.
It's going to be difficult because there'll be like enemies and stuff stopping you progressing in the universe, I'd imagine.
I'm not sold on it.
Well, whatever. What's your favourite? What game are you looking forward to?
Final Fantasy 15.
Boring. Ugh.
Honestly, right, I don't even know why I'm looking forward to it, because on paper, I have no reason to.
Yeah.
I haven't played a Final Fantasy game since 8, and they're talking about revamping the battle system, so it's more like Dragon Age, and I bloody hated the Dragon Age battle system.
Yeah, you did. That was.
But there's something about Final Fantasy. I'm looking forward to diving back into that world. Also, again, let's go back to all my points where I don't like games that take 100+ hours. I'm sure it's going to be like
really
that.
It's weird.
I don't know why it's my favourite game. I just didn't want to pick Uncharted 4.
Both things. You've been like, oh, I hate you. I hate you, Liam. You make a point, and then both the games you've mentioned have been stupidly long games.
What's your favourite TV show?
I'm looking forward to the next series of Daredevil.
Oh yeah, so you like season 1, I guess.
I loved season 1.
Better than Jessica Jones?
Yep, I thought so.
Okay, and then season 2, they're bringing in the Punisher, aren't they?
Yeah.
And Elektra.
I'll be honest, I haven't particularly been paying attention to it. I'm just looking forward to it.
I would be if there was some sort of confirmation that Fisk was returning.
Oh, he's got to, hasn't he?
I don't know, I didn't write the show.
Oh, didn't you?
Unfortunately not. Now, if they
You're
wanted...
a sarcastic dick.
Yeah.
No, but, so, I don't know. I don't judge things that are going to come out well. I say that, and then I judge Superman and Batman.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I really like the first series. I like the way Marvel's been doing their TV series recently, so I'm excited.
But my only thing, instead of doing a second season of Daredevil, I'd rather they get their asses in gear and we get closer to the Defenders, because I'm way more excited for that.
But I feel like that's the point where it's even more likely that they mess something up, is doing all three of them together.
Oh, undoubtedly. It's exactly like the Avengers. That movie had the most potential to be messed up, and it wasn't. So let's have a bit of optimism, a bit of faith.
Yeah, no, I do. Don't turn this into a thing where I'm not saying that. I've got faith in them. I think they've done a really good job. I'm just saying that also the Defenders doesn't come out in 2016, so I can't say that.
Yeah, but if they, weren't spending their time fanning about doing Daredevil 2, maybe it would be.
No, but see, okay, that wouldn't work, because then we would have the way Daredevil and Jessica Jones ended do not lead to a series straight away where it's like, quick, team up.
Yeah, but even the way Jessica Jones has ended doesn't lead to it, and I don't think we're getting a season 2 of Jessica Jones before we're getting the Defenders.
No, but then I'm sure she'll, so Luke Cage appeared in Jessica Jones, so I'm sure she'll appear in his.
Right, and why can't Daredevil just pop up at the end, and then all of a sudden, boom, let's go, Defenders time?
Well, he's more of a loner, isn't he? That's his thing.
I honestly don't know.
Fair enough. What TV show are you looking forward to?
It's going to be the next season of Game of Thrones.
See? Yeah?
Well, the thing is, we're in uncharted territory now, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
So I'm super excited. I mean, you haven't got the book readers that were like, you just wait till you get to that part. It's going to be amazing.
Less chance for spoilers this time.
Yeah, and I don't know how closely the creators have been working with old George R.R. Martin to try and get it in line with the books, or if they've decided to just go their own way now. But I'm just really excited to see what's going to happen next. And I think as well, the last season was the most TV-esque season of Game of Thrones. By that I mean the seasons beforehand very much did their own thing. So, for example, the finale would normally be episode 9, then we'd have episode 10 where we just kind of reset the chessboard for the next season.
Yeah.
Last season was way more structured like your typical season of TV.
Where the series ends on a cliffhanger.
Exactly. So I'm quite looking forward to just seeing some resolutions to... I mean, there was a lot that happened at the end of that season that I just can't wait to see what they do next.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. When I say, when I didn't put it as my top one for next year, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm just worried about it.
I'm looking forward to seeing all the things that happen. And there's going to be dragons.
Dragons are cool. Khaleesi.
Who was that?
Was
that a dragon?
I don't know who that was. I did it, and then I was like, in my head I was like, who am I impersonating there? No idea.
The dragons can't talk.
That was a dragon.
Fuck me.